My Evie will leave and ditch that morbidly obese diabetes patient over there that's trying to play her close, that's trying to be her friend and trying to pretend like the coercive control or whatever you want to call it, the manipulation, the psychological nonsense that's occurring over there evidently is not happening. We can't deny that these things exist and these things are something that we have experienced in our life. We can also say, and I can say that I believe in my Evie Nunia well enough to say that it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time where this moment of enlightenment and this gradual kind of transition of where you are to where you want to go to where you want to be, who you're with, etc. These movements that happen in life, I've seen this cycle already. I'm just going to go ahead and expect the best instead of being worried about the worst, which is what I am dealing with currently, regularly, and why I'm in therapy and on psychiatric medications, etc. Because this is really heavy. It's a lot that's going on. I have a lot to deal with. I have more than enough, and I've already dealt with my fair share of injustices and unfairness in my life. This being one of them. Don't even ask me about it. But what it also is it is a testament to my life experience and the actual factual truth about me that I'm a walking, talking miracle, that I'm a force to be reckoned with, that I'm all hail the queen, and I am my God's given name, like actually. So I say that to say that my daughter is her mother's daughter. She's her mother's child. I believe in her a gazillion%, and I'm just thinking about the cycle that it's been from when she was taken away from me, when the corrupted courts and all of the failed social workers and the failed CPS and the failed DCFS and the failed all those people put together could not equal me, but they definitely ganged up to be in the way of me being a mother to my daughter. They took away those years, formidable years, that my daughter was supposed to have her mother as a relationship for emotional support, for moral guidance. And despite their interferences, my daughter Evie Nunia continued to excel, exceed expectations in the best way, academically and personally. As a human being, my Evie Nunia is beautiful. I love her and I'm so proud of her, and I'm so proud to call me, like myself, her mom. But it's to her own credit that she's all of those things and more, that she achieves the gold standard in actual reality, that she's royalty in real life. The cycle that I'm noticing that happened when they took her away from me, the cycle that happened when she went to her boyfriend, and the cycle that I see happening with the current situationship of, I can't even imagine if it's a romantic one. I'm going to literally be nauseous and puke my freaking guts out if they're in some kind of romantic relationship. As far as I know, though, that person identified itself as a friend. My Evie Nunia had said that was her friend, etc. And so that's that. I'm not going to go beyond that with what the situation is. But I can honestly say that I'm literally my mental capacity has been pushed to the limits to say, I don't understand this. I don't understand it. But I can say that I recognize the pattern of taking her away, the cycle of the time lapsing and then accusing me and blaming it on me, making me take on all the blame and the responsibility for whatever is taking place out of my care, which she's never been out of my care. That's what the court always wanted. The corrupted court took my daughter out of my care, so to speak, to say that I couldn't be in the way of whatever was happening that wasn't supposed to be happening, all of the wrong that was occurring, because that's what a good mother and father is supposed to do, is be in the way of that, because prevention is better than cure, and it's absolutely my responsibility as her mother to protect her if and when there's any sign of danger. Obviously, if people are being corrupted and doing manipulation and control of behaviors and that sort of thing, abuse, those sort of tactics that now I can kind of more efficiently articulate, which I could not do before. I just knew that something was wrong, and that something wasn't us. The something was what we were dealing with, which had something to do with us, but it's not of us, it's not reflective of us, and they continue to try to push the same type of cycle, the same type of program that they ran 10 years ago. They're trying to run it again. And I'm saying these fucking people shame on these people. Shame on those people for trying to run the same shit, trying to run the same play, I guess you could say. Trying to do the same type of maneuvers that they did on a mother and her child, which they obviously have no no type of boundary against, to say that they can do something like that. For my Nia, for what I could see, and I don't give a damn what anybody says, oh, the restraining order says this, otherwise, etc., that she actually doesn't want you. No, there's a confusion. People, what do you people act like, especially in the field of quote unquote law enforcement or government, etc., and when there's domestic, when there's actual abuse occurring, etc., and those people are pretty. They're not pretty. They're ugly. And what I'm saying is they're actually, those people are not, it's not like they don't know. It's not like they don't know the files. You know, they don't know the reality and the truth of what it is that we're dealing with and why they're pursuing or trying to target us and why they're trying to run the same thing again. Because they know that they targeted us before. They're trying to target us again. They're trying to do the same thing again. And I'm here to say, no, it's not okay. You people are going to get, I'm ripping it off. I'm ripping off the fakeness, the front. I'm ripping the front off of the face of those people that are guilty of trying to run the same type of fucking corruption. Is crazy. The reason that I told my Nia that those people, and when I said those people, I meant when she was with that boy, and I discovered that gay boy, not only was he gay, which I could see way before she even went over there, and then blamed me that the reason that she went over there to that gay boy was because of my fault, because I was doing all these restrictions and rules. I reviewed my video, and I see that I could have responded better, but I wasn't wrong in what I was saying to her at that moment, and what she was saying to me in that moment. And the reason why that matters is because it matters to how it made her feel in that moment. If she felt like she was being neglected, ignored, and not seen and not heard, that's something I have to deal with. I have to reassure my daughter, hold her, hug her, and tell her, I can see you. I do believe in you. I'm here with you. Everything that you're experiencing, I'm experiencing with you. What happens to you happens to me. It affects me. I understand that when I fell short of my responsibilities and what I was supposed to do, yeah, that affected you as well, but that does not excuse everybody else's failure on their part and the disgusting corruption that they ran on their programs to take you away from me and to run the same shit they've been running on all those other cases. They're going to understand, whoa, this is different. This one's different. Yeah, this one is different. And they're going to put respect on her name. They're going to recognize my daughter's name, recognize my name, and recognize this is not the way to go. Don't even try to come this way with that. So when I reviewed our video, I said, okay, my tonality was off, my approach was wrong, and I really needed to see her in the experience. Instead, I was reacting from my emotion and from how I felt. I was being disrespected, and I was saying things to her in a very angry tone, and I was saying hurtful words. And words matter, because words can make a difference in anybody's life and how somebody feels about themselves or about a situation or whatever, about life. So things that I was saying, I can see that, right? So now I'm working towards making right all the things that I got wrong if I didn't know any better, because it was never maliciously intent. It was never anything like what those people did. They intentionally and willfully imposed and inflicted harm upon us. You see how I have to breathe? You see how it's affected me? It has affected my mental and physical and emotional well-being as an adult. So I can't even imagine the things that my daughter's experiencing that I don't really have the capability to understand all the time, especially in the moment, but that I'm taking time now to recognize and see everything that I didn't see before, and to remind my daughter that I'm here. And the fact that I told her that gay boy was gay, that that I discovered that he was affiliated with those people, and the way that she told me that she broke up with that guy and finally left that guy after I already said all of these things, because birds of a feather flock together. That gay boy was neglectful of her emotions. He's gay, so he low-key didn't even like her as a girl. He probably wanted to be here and probably had. I found a rainbow dildo that with his ring, which probably means that he probably had some weird freaky request or something. I have no idea, but that boy was a boy at the time and a kid. And now I know that boy is of age, so I'm speaking about another adult right now. And what anybody does as far as like their preferences, this is not about being homosexual or anything like that. It's just calling something what it is and understanding their place. That boy had no place with my daughter. He's gay. Why would you be with a boy that means he doesn't even like you? And for him to be gay and still be neglectful emotionally, which gay people are usually more in tune, a gay boy should be more in tune with like a girl and her needs, but he wanted to be the girl so bad he didn't have space for another girl, and birds of a feather flock together, which I knew that they were related and associated with those other people, so I already knew it was going to be a bad situation. We don't owe these people get out of our